to be brief, to thank staff for the very hard work that I know that they've put into this item, because I have been bugging them since the day I got here to make this a priority. So colleagues are aware, as an important infrastructure renewal project as it relates to the community's ability to access the East London Community Centre. We're building a brand new state-of-the-art, almost $20 million community facility in East Lyons Park. And unfortunately, somehow the road renewal around that facility was not actually scheduled until sometime for the 2025 to 2030 window. This moves that up to get the process started next year. I know that the neighborhood is going to welcome this. I've seen already the letter of notice that will be going out to residents in the first phase of this, what will end up being a two-phase project. There will be one section done in 2020 and then another section undertaken in 2021. This is absolutely vital renewal for the East End. Some of these streets, and Calgary Street in particular, floods every time it rains. And I don't mean every time it rains heavy, I mean every time there's a slight mist in the air. Calgary and Whitney becomes a swimming pool, but we want the swimming pool at the community center, not the swimming pool at the intersection. When we took a look at the intersection, one of the reasons that the drainage is an issue is because we're talking about two 6-inch pipes, which I believe, and Mr. Mathers may correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe those date to 1927. There's a reason that that intersection is flooding. So this will not only be good for the residents of the Calgary, Wavell, Churchill, Vancouver, the provincial streets, as I like to call them. It'll be good for all of those residents, but it'll also be good for the community. The primary entrance to our new East London Community Centre is going to be at the intersection of Churchill and Calgary. Getting into the parking lot, certainly many people will use transit, but many people will be driving in, and this will be an important means for them to access this. So again, I just want to thank staff. I've been, every time I see Mr. McRae in the halls, I ask him if the Churchill Calgary Street project is taken care of yet, and he says, stay tuned, stay tuned. Well, here it is, and I just want to thank them all for their hard work.
Would you like to move it?
I will move that.
We have a seconder, Councillor Lehman. Any further discussion? Call the question.
Closing the vote, motion passed 5-0.